Today on Player Way, Xbox has announced their big summer 2026 showcase, and we are going to be checking in with our fantasy critic teams after the first quarter. All of this and more on this week's recap. Welcome back to Player Way, weekly podcast covering gaming news, reviews, and more. I'm one of your hosts, Johnnymmer here, and today we have multiple stories to cover. Not really, actually. I take that back. We have maybe one or two stories to cover in the world of gaming, and of course, we're going to be checking in with the Player Way crew to see what we've been playing, give you our thoughts and impressions on recent titles, or just recent things we've been playing. Speaking of the crew, I'm here joined with, of course, Axew.
What's going on, guys?
And Jordan. Prater.
Hey, how we doing?
Where am I? We're all here. We appreciate everyone tuning in.
I'd hope we're here.
And we appreciate everyone tuning into this week's episode of Player Way. We love gaming, and having this platform to talk about games is truly a blessing. We want to share that love with all of you, regardless of the genres and platforms you play on. This is all made possible by you, the viewers. We appreciate all the love and support, and we ask if you haven't already, please subscribe, leave a like, and go ahead and comment on what your week has looked like playing video games. If you want to stay more up to date, follow us on all our socials, including Instagram, X, and TikTok, as well as follow Prater, Axew, and myself on Twitch. All these links are in the description. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get started with some housekeeping. So this week, been a little bit lighter on content. I know we had my Pacopia review go up, and then we had my Sorrows video go up. I don't recall anything else going up. I know Jordan had a Eternal Life of Goldman video go up on his channel, which I know he said it in our somewhat rough draft podcast we had last week, which we ended up scrapping due to reasons. So, but there you go. So if you want to go check out the Eternal Life of Goldman,
go check that out.
Yeah.
Really great demo. Also, just go play that demo, by the way. If you're not interested in watching my video, fine, but go play the demo. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so the other
do both, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I guess in terms of future housekeeping, not exactly sure what videos will come out next week. I know I will be talking probably about Replace and Control Resonant. That will probably be my next, just because those games, or especially Replace, is coming out pretty soon. And so definitely want to talk about that one last time before the game obviously comes out. And then, Control, just want to talk about Control. But other than that, I have one other big piece of news to talk about housekeeping. This, Axew and Prater don't even know about. And this is something that has basically, I've talked about it, but it's never actually come into fruition. And I don't think Austin knows what's about. He's making noises and warming up his hands over there, but I don't think,
because I'm hoping for some news that I won, but I don't know.
What do you want?
Is this so? Just go ahead and say it. I'm ready.
All right. Basically, our ongoing vision with this channel, with my or whatever, it was previously my channel, now has turned into just like a conglomerate concoction of content and different forms of entertainment. I don't even know what to say. Our ongoing vision is to have a channel, have an outlet for everybody, no matter what you love, especially video games, but other mediums as well, to find enjoyment, whether it is through our opinions, through information, through just having resources, whatever it may be, fun rankings, fun shorts, whatever it may be. That's part of our ongoing vision, to have different people who bring a different level of viewpoints, perspectives on things that we all enjoy. That's the bottom line. We want to have fun, but we also want to give y'all content that you guys can enjoy as well. And so part of that, something I've wanted to do, which I kind of dabbled with a little bit last year. If y'all remember, in the summer of last year on my channel, I had two videos on my channel about a different medium other than video games, and that medium is movies. I did a Superman review and a Fantastic Four First Steps review, and that was because genuinely that is something that I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to take a further step into the movies, because I mean, back in high school, I used to go to the movies like 4 times a week. I was a movie fiend, and I still do. I don't do it as much, but I would love to do that. And so I've been talking with a friend who is very much into movies, and who I've now seen 2 movies with in the last week. And so I'm hereby announcing that we are now going to have a third podcast on the channel, and this is called Watch Your Way. very on the tongue. Watch your way, and it's going to be a movie-focused podcast. And so, as of right now, it is me and my friend. His name is Aiden. You might see Austin on there. You might see Jordan on there. Who knows? If they end up watching a movie, there's no saying that they can't give their thoughts and impression on the movie. But also that opens the door for like movie rankings, like just other things according to movies. Just gives more content and a little more variety to content as well. And so yeah, that's the little announcement. And so I know me and him are going to probably be recording our first episode tomorrow. We are going to be reviewing Project Hail Mary and the Mario Galaxy movie. And so be on the lookout for all that. So, yeah, very excited for that.
There we go.
So, what did you want, Austin?
I was hoping for the building. I was hoping on some news,
I see. I got you.
But it's all right. It's all right. We'll get there eventually.
We will get there eventually. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead. Enough with housekeeping. Let's go ahead and jump straight into tradition. What have we been playing?
Y'all have always gone first, so I will go first.
That's good because I have nothing.
I like that. I like that attitude.
I was about to say as well, like last week I had a lot. So unfortunately, like we didn't have Jordan here. He was at the beginning, but internet stuff happened. I've been really busy because I have a trip coming up. Either I'm leaving tonight or tomorrow. I'm not fully certain yet. Probably tomorrow. So I haven't played a whole lot. I think the only thing I've really played is I'm trying to remember what it was that I played. I started a little bit of Super Meat Boy 3D. Unfortunately, the night that I actually tried to start, some stuff was going on with my girlfriend and her family, so I kind of had to. I decided to just put the game down. I was like, I'm just gonna, comfort her, and because stuff's just been going on in her family's life, and sometimes that's just you can't. You got to put priorities first,
Yep.
Sure, man.
So it kind of sucks because
Jordan
I wanted to, but I wanted to get really deep into the game, and just from like the little bit I played, like I'm the 3D platformer guy out of this group, like the huge one. So I definitely at some point will finish it. I'm just give me a little bit of time this week. I'm just pretty busy, but I have been working on some other stuff. I actually, I think it was last weekend or maybe on Monday, I specifically made a bracket for you and for John and Jordan. I made a underrated games bracket that I actually went through and made. And so I want to do a bunch of other stuff probably on this trip that I'm on. If I have some downtime, I may work on some other ones too, or I may just work on a couple ideas that I'm coming up with. I'm very interested to see if we end up doing that, the bracket I made, to see where it goes. To see some conversations kind of like where they lead to and who ends up winning. So, I think besides that, I just haven't had a lot of time. Like I've just had to get ready for this trip. I think that's really about it, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
So.
That's fair. You said you haven't been playing anything, John?
I played
or nothing new.
Played Smash Bros for like maybe 40 minutes last night at my friend's house after we all saw the Mario movie. We all went to his apartment and played Smash. I won like every match. Not to brag or anything, but
not to brag or nothing,
I'm not good at the game by any means. Like I'm not good.
Neither am I. Neither am I.
Don't listen to Austin. Austin is the biggest fraud you've ever heard in your life.
What are you doing?
What a joke!
Finishing Guardians of the
what a joke!
Galaxy or anything?
I feel like I'm being attacked.
You are.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but no, I really haven't played anything, and it's really sad because it sucks because I've really wanted to play a lot. I have like a whole backlog, and I keep telling myself every day, all right, you know what? I'm gonna put like 3 hours into like 3 different games today because there's so many things that I have to, like Ninja Gaiden 4, Outer Worlds 2, like Keeper, like all these games I have not gotten to last year. I want to get to, And then there's like things that I just want to like continue. Like I want to continue Pokemon Legends. I want to get to Skate Story. I want to get to Planet of Lana too. Like there's so many things I want to get to. And so I keep telling myself every day, I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna put like 3 hours into like 3 different games, and so I can at least talk about them a little bit. And I've just not done any of that. And due to this week for me has just been really weird. Not even rough. Like nothing's bad happened. It's been super relaxing, but that's the problem. My parents left for a cruise like 4 or 5 days ago, so I've had the house to myself for like quite a while, and I still do have the house to myself for quite a while. And you would think that'd give me a lot of time to like just get a lot of stuff done. I have slept so much this week. It's unbelievable. Like
here we go.
Like, man, I don't.
Potato.
Yes, literally, I have been a bum this week. I am not gonna lie. And like, I'm either sleeping or I'm doing something with friends, and so it's giving me like no time to do like anything. Like,
it's time to put some thumbtacks on that couch,
dude. Yo, honestly, I need to do that. And so. Yeah, it's just been a really just weird week. I've not done anything. It's completely on me. I can't even blame anything other than I just keep going to sleep for some reason. So yeah, that's that. But I do hope to finally get to playing some stuff here very soon. But also, I think part of the reason is I'm just so excited for all these games coming out in April. Like, it's hard to like want to start something right now because like literally in 1 week I have Pokemon Champions. I know I'm gonna get locked into that, and then like a week after that I have Pragmata, and then a week after that I have Sorrow. So it's just hard to like find the motivation for that.
I kind of feel like how you do, because like last week me and you, when we did the podcast, we talked about all the stuff we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know how long it's going to take for me to go back to those, just because like there's stuff that's coming up where it's just like, man, I'm really enjoying a lot of these games I played from last week, but it's like, you know me, especially when new things come up that I'm really excited for, it like takes over everything.
Yep.
So like for me, that game is like Tomodachi Life. Like I am ecstatic for that game. Yesterday, my girlfriend got her pre-order on my account, so now we both have the game. We're gonna go grab day one. I am so excited, like it's crazy. So it's just hard not to think about certain like games that are coming up. So I feel you. I definitely feel you.
Yeah. For me, I can relate to that with like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I've really enjoyed it. Like, and I want to finish it. There's so many other games I want to start, and then there's so many games coming up. It's just like, do I really just sit?
It's a bad month. It's a bad month to
it's
play
tough.
some old games. It's.
But I will say, before like, by the time my parents come home, I will have at least put in 3 hours to at least like 5 different games. That is my goal. I want to at least chip off at my backlog a little bit. I'm probably won't finish like all these games. That's never been my intent, to be honest with you. Unless you
did finish a game. You did finish a game.
I did finish Karen, but that was literally because I was on like the final climb. We could. Here, you know what? I'll talk about that real quick. Because I don't know if we're actually gonna do a review on that game or not. I really don't know, like a full-on review. We might. Who knows? I really liked the game. I really enjoyed it. Actually, I wouldn't say I really liked it. I really loved the game. I thought it was really good. It really did scratch the itch of like what I talked about during my genre ranking. Like, it really is that methodical like grind where you're just doing something so unique, but just the way the gameplay is built, it's just kind of addicting to do it. Like, there's not like big action moments happening, there's not like big story beats left and right. It kind of is just enjoy the visuals, enjoy the music, enjoy the dialogue, and then just enjoy the gameplay for what it is. And that's exactly the type of game it is, and I think they absolutely crushed it. I personally, I really enjoyed the ending. I wish there was a little more impact for me personally. It didn't hit me the way I thought the ending was going to, but I did like what the ending was. Like, I think like from a visual and from like an actual
concept.
Concept and like witnessing the ending, I like what they did. It just didn't emotionally like necessarily like. I wanted that like last final punch, and I didn't get it. But I still really liked it. And yeah, I think it's a fantastic game. I really do. I would recommend everyone play it. There is definitely like I do have like critiques about it, whether it is like some of the really janky physics with it, but I feel like that's kind of comes with like the type of game it is. But then also like it's a little fidgety at certain times where like sometimes the hand isn't as precise as you want it to be, and that can kind of lead to a little bit of frustration or yeah, just some other like little nitpicks. But that is something I would say. I feel like most of my critiques are nitpicks. And yeah, overall, really really solid indie game. Highly recommend playing it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad I suggested it because I just, especially after you saying what genres of games you liked. I'm like this is one of them. It's like you're in that you're in that moment. You're with this character. They're trying to tell a story that's not like extremely deep, but there are moments when it's like, wow, like you feel like you are this protagonist, you are this character as you climb this mountain.
Yeah, and it is like you kind of said it perfectly. That is like it definitely speaks to me because even after I rolled credits the next day, I kind of like was thinking, I was like, man, I still want to climb some stuff, but like there's nothing left to do. Like it's kind of unfortunate. I don't really feel like just replaying the game, and so I was like, man, I just love these types of games. So like any game that's like this, like I'm immediately gonna be into that. That's why like during the Xbox partner preview, one of my most like biggest takeaways was that one game called Forever Ago. Like it's literally just a game where it's just visuals, music, story, and maybe you're gonna be walking and doing a few other things, but that's it. Like that's what I want to do. Like it's different from like a movie.
Was that the one that was retelling like his old story? He was
Yes.
like, reliving it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I just love that. Like I don't need big action set pieces. I love them. Don't get me wrong.
What this brother is saying is if your game is gonna give you depression,
yes,
he's in. He's there.
Literally, like
most of the time, those are the best games, though. Honestly, like through and through. Like when you
like
just think about the way those games are executed. The most depressing, sad, heart-wrenching games are always just usually very well made.
They're also like the ones I feel like stick with you the most. Like 10 years down the line, I'm gonna look back and be like, oh man, like nothing, like still to this day, that is why 2018 Spider-Man is my favorite, because there is nothing that comes close to a certain scene, emotional scene in 2018 that like. No matter how amazing I think Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2 is, I cannot get that scene out of my head, and I can't like take that emotion that I felt out of it. It's just like ingrained in me, right? And so like that's also why I love Death Stranding 2 so much. Like I have so many moments and so many story beats ingrained within me that like anytime I think about it, anytime I talk about it, it just provokes this emotion that I don't get out of anything else. And so like that's like the types of games that I'm craving for right now. And it's like it goes back to the thing that we've always talked about, like gameplay is king. That I'm not going to debate that. I'm not going to argue that. Like gameplay is the most important part.
That's a fact.
When it comes to a game. Like it is. But for me, what I want the most, I do want story the most. Like that is the thing that I want the most. That's not the thing that I necessarily need, but it is the thing that I want the most, right? We need gameplay. That is what makes a video game. But for me, like the thing that I am on the prowl for, like the thing that when I'm watching trailers, the thing that I want to click is I want that story or concept to click. If it clicks, I hope the gameplay is fun. Because if it's not fun, then that's going to ruin the story. But the thing that I really am craving, the thing that I'm searching for, the thing that I, am really trying to pursue, at least right now within my current era, whatever you want to call that era, like it is the things of like Death Stranding. It is the thing of, Forever Ago. It is that Cairn. It is that like Control Resident. Like I would argue Control like that whole story is like why I'm so invested in the world, so it is what it is. Control 2 finna be masterpiece. Anyway, so yeah,
I can't get over that.
Fantastic.
I saw that today. That's
fantastic.
Funny.
So I actually changed my name to The Deepest at one point, and then I
Why is everybody stealing my flow?
and then I decided
I didn't
nah, that's
steal-
kinda
I know,
lame.
I know you did. I know you
We
did.
named
Jordan.
our teams at the same time.
Jordan, I
So,
know. I just wanted to say.
Back that thing up, or should I push up on it? Is what I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Okay, my man. So let's chill.
You could push up on it. So Jordan, what have you been playing?
Whoa, that is crazy.
What have I been playing? So
Life.
let me tell you, the world's smallest violin daily as I cry myself to sleep. So I've been playing Elden Ring a little bit again because me and my
here we
uncle have
are.
been doing the co-op mod, where it's the seamless co-op mod where you don't have to do like the mechanics that you usually do to play co-op on there. So we've been playing that a little bit. So that's been fun. It's really fun to play with two people when you don't have to constantly use the tools all the time. You're just in and playing. So it's pretty cool to get some Elden Ring play in again. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring this year, but apart from that, I've been deep diving back into Persona 5.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Actually, yeah, I've been playing the tar out of that actually the last couple of
From
days,
Death Stranding?
especially with
Tar?
hey,
Are you Tar Man?
Tar Man.
I'm not gonna get any reference.
You're not, and it's
Say
so
Death
sad.
Stranding.
It's so sad that you're not.
I'm
just-
sorry, man.
Just go find a big compilation of the cinematic scenes as a movie and just watch it.
Yeah, literally,
And then figure it out.
literally just watch the game. It's not gonna be as
Listen,
special,
no,
but like,
No,
just watch it.
Hold on. By the end of this year, I'll
No,
finish
it's
Death
cap.
Stranding 2.
It's cap, bro.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Yeah.
No,
You wanna
you
bet?
won't.
You
Bro,
wanna bet?
we have
No,
talked.
wanna
you
bet?
won't.
You know
You
what?
wanna bet?
No, yes, kinda. There, kinda, yeah. There is a part of me that's like 100%. Yes, I do kind of want to bet because I'm gonna tell you what, when it goes into what you need to, even like base game kind of the efforts you need to go through to beat the game. I just don't think you got the checklist in you.
You don't got the checklist in you. You ain't got the
I just don't
checklist in
think
you.
you do. I just don't think you do.
Listen.
Maybe you do. I don't know.
Listen, we talk all the time about how companies have to gain this reputation and they have to maintain a reputation. Look, Austin, you do have a reputation of saying you're gonna beat something and you don't do it. Look, I was promised 6 years ago you would beat Ghost of Tsushima.
Now listen, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a changed man.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay,
A lot has changed about me. I'm not
the
as
promise
fat,
is still there.
you know. I'm less of a liar. Yes, I might have lied in that moment, but everything changes every year.
Look, it's okay,
I'm a
bro.
changed
It's okay.
man.
You know what? Here's what I'll say. I'm not gonna say you're 100% not gonna do it, but if you do, I'd be proud of you. It doesn't
would
matter
too.
to me if you finish or not. I'm not gonna like you anymore if you do, but I'll be proud of you. You know what I mean? Like it's not a thing of like brownie points for John if you beat Death Stranding 2, but I'll be proud of you. I'd congratulate you. I'd be like, you made it, dude. Good job. You beat a game.
Yeah, bro.
Did you ever
you got,
beat- did
you
you
got
ever-
you got till the end
Did
of the
you ever
year, and
play
if
and
you
beat
don't
Death
beat
Stranding 1?
it, we kicking you
No,
off the podcast.
no, he didn't. He didn't.
You never played and beat Death Stranding 1 either though.
No, I just from what everybody told me, it sounded like I was gonna hate it, and I just.
Okay, well
I
here's
don't know.
here's the
Oh
thing.
boy. Here we go. Here we go.
You know what number
Yes.
2 is? The
Yes.
first game amplified.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think you're not gonna, oh yeah. How much money we putting on this? I got a car to buy. So how much money we putting on this?
I've got a car. How much you want on this?
You seem pretty dead set on it, and I seem pretty dead set not.
I just tell you, you'd lose. So
I like it. I like my odds. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh, we are cooked, chat.
I'm
we
gonna
are
be real with you. 'Cause there's a lot of games coming out starting now. It's been not really a slow first couple of months, but like it's really about to kick off, and you're not gonna have any time to play Death Stranding 2.
there'll be a
kinda
dead
true.
month.
I will say,
already
I
know
will
you're
say,
gonna have it any
as
time.
of right now, for me personally, I'm going crazy over summer because summer is always a super dead period for me, and so as long as they're not like April amount of games releasing, I should be able to get through quite a bit during.
I
summer.
was reviewing the April releases again, and we were getting on. It was like every time I like look at a list, it's like okay, Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
and you know what's crazy too? I heard from a podcast that I listened to that I think they are going to some event soon. I can't remember what's happening. There's an event. It's like a con. I can't remember what it is, or it's something like that.
QuakeCon? Might
No,
be
no, no,
cool.
no, maybe not a con. It's a event. PAX? Is it PAX?
Oh yeah,
I think?
yeah, PAX, yeah.
Yeah, same. It's probably
So
happening soon.
somebody was saying they are going to PAX and they get
Or
to
it did
review
happen somehow.
stuff.
Preview?
And they got the
Preview stuff.
opportunity. They got the opportunity to, I guess, hang out with the Yacht Club studio, which is Shovel Knight Studio,
Mina the Hollower. Yeah.
publishing Mina the Hollower. For those that don't know, and he said it sounds like apparently from his words, he was told from them that they might go gold soon, meaning that Mina the Hollower could also come out this month.
Oh my gosh.
Which I really
Just
hope
put it in
not.
May, bro. Like literally May
Yeah,
is
like,
right there.
Yeah, like we need to get out of April. Like April is no more games in April. Like we've got to stop. Like it's getting insane. And even May is a little scary for that game because it's like, what do you got? Forza, 007.
Yeah, May's not much better depending on what games you like.
It's better than April.
May,
but...
I would say May is a little more like
Yoshi.
Like nicher, I guess.
First Light, Wandering
Like if
Sword.
you don't like racing, if you don't like Lego, if you don't like stealth, like there's not probably much for you there. Unlike April, you got like Pragmata, Saros, like all these big AAA,
Indiana Jones Switch 2
like,
port is May also.
Yeah, like
That's
so,
a good game to get on the Switch.
It is, bro. It is.
Oh, I should have put that on the underrated list.
Well, see, okay, I was gonna say that. Like, what if there are games that we think are underrated that aren't on the list?
Well, that's what I had to guess.
Oh,
I
okay.
had to try and like. Because
I guarantee you, Immortals: Phoenix Rising ain't on there.
We shall see.
That's like my most underrated game ever. Maybe. I don't know. That's
I've
a
been
good
tempted
question.
to try that so many times, and I just never commit to the download. I've been tempted so many
to the
times to try
download,
that
dude.
game.
It's so good. Literally, Ubisoft's best game this generation. I don't care what anyone says.
It's bold.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's wait.
No,
Wait.
Cap, stop
Uh-oh.
the cap, Prince
Uh-oh.
of Persia.
Oh
The Lost
crap.
Crown.
Oh snap.
Bold.
Ubisoft makes games. Oh crap, I forget about this. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh. No, I have to stand by that. Unfortunately, I have to stand
Cap.
by that. I do, dude. I love Immortals: Phoenix Rising. It's so good.
And you also love Lost Crown, bro.
I know. Listen.
You know what? Now I feel pretty good. Eventually, we'll do this bracket that I made, and I'm very curious to see how it goes.
Here's what I'll say for everybody wondering. The Play Our Way podcast is for podcasts where we could just discuss like these random topics, have fun, do whatever we want, rankings, whatever. This week's episode is the final one of our like getting to know us trilogy. After this current week, which is our top 10 games of all time, the big one. Whatever next week's is going to be completely random. It's like literally whatever us three agree on sounds the most fun, sounds the most interesting. So we could come next week with like a Call of Duty bracket for all we care. We could come next week with like a best indie games all time. Like we can come next week with like how would we fix Xbox? Like just some random
Tier list,
some
like
tier list, like
hot takes.
Really. So
like,
Play
there's
Our
a lot
Way.
of
Play
lot of
Our
stuff.
Way is gonna get a little more exciting after this week. Not say the current ones aren't exciting, but these have already been scheduled. Like we knew that this was how it was gonna work going into it, and so.
We know y'all don't care about us. You just care about the content.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, but anyway, all right. Anybody got anything else to say about tradition, about what we've been playing, recent stuff? I know we kind of went off the haywire.
I don't know if I like interrupted Jordan on what he was playing. I don't even remember how we got off the.
Oh,
rails.
he was
It
talking about
probably my
Persona.
fault.
He was talking about Persona.
That's pretty much it.
Yes,
Tarman,
he was.
Tarman.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how we went off the rails because I said Tarman and
that's
then
pretty
yesterday
much
too.
That was pretty much it. I've played a good amount of it. I'm through 4 of the palaces out of like the 9 or 10 or something that are on. I think there's 10. in the game, if I'm not mistaken. I've got like 6 left according to the achievements that are on there. Which also, I was looking through the trophies on there. It seems like an easy platinum. Also, just beat the game. Essentially, is kind of what it like beat the game and use like 3 of the mechanics a couple of times, and you pretty much got the platinum for Persona 5 Royale. So
I don't think I'll ever platinum like any game. I don't know what
You
it
didn't
is
platinum
to me, but
Astrobot?
no.
Bruh.
Bro, I just get so bored trying to platinum things. I don't know.
That's
Like
crazy.
I mean, Spider-Man's literally all you have to do is clear the map, and you've done it.
like I don't know. There's something about like
Doing side content.
well, it's just not. It's not like I don't. I just never interested enough to want to do stuff like oh man, hit a soccer ball into a basketball hoop 3 times in a row.
Okay,
it's like,
I do hate those ones. I do hate
like
that.
cool, bro. Like that's so much fun. Like
I just
really
come from a
enjoy
different
it.
era. I don't care. I come from
Well,
a
hold on. No,
I'm not
achievement
like,
hunting 360 that was like
Yeah.
at my core, dude. You know, like here I'm 15, 16 years old when like, hey, did you get the achievement? Did you get the like we would go rent games just to get our gamer score up on Xbox. Like we would
I remember
we
those
would
days.
research
I do
we would
remember those
research
days.
games that had there was like an Avatar or a Naruto fighting game that literally you just had to have like a 10-hit combo and you got like 3,000 gamer score or something. Like the amount of people that would just go rent that game just to get the gamer score, like that's just my era of you know of like when I was like in it. So like I just don't think I'll ever let it go.
Yeah.
See,
I don't do it consistently, but there's some you know like I'll go through the list and be like that seems achievable. Like you know I might give it a shot.
My girlfriend does that, and I watch her do it, and I'm just like, I love these games, but I just
It can be tedious. I won't.
I'm always
I won't
there
deny that.
for the most fun, and it's just sometimes, like I said, like which John agreed with me in some ways. It's like, yeah, in Astrobot, like I enjoyed doing it until I get to the couple where it's just like, oh, this is just not like I want to play the actual game. Like I don't want to do this very tedious like. Yeah, bro, hit a soccer ball into a basketball hoop 3 times in a row.
See, I would actually say like Astrobots is like one that I really enjoy. Like it depends what you're making me do for the trophy because I'm kind of like both of you. Like I'm like Jordan, where like every game I play, I always have a moment where I'm like, should I go after the platinum trophy? Because I do find that fun. Like I do find that concept like interesting. Like, oh, I kind of want to achieve the platinum trophy. I feel like that'd be really cool. And I've done that for like a few games now. I've done it for Ratchet and Clank. I've done it for Astrobot. I've done it for I feel like 2 other ones. I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe I'm wrong, but like I've thought about it. I've attempted doing it for Returnal, and I've attempted doing it for like some other games. It depends if how much I enjoy a game, and then B, what they ask me to do. The biggest problem I have with getting platinum is not necessarily hit a soccer ball into a basketball court because like while I don't find those the most fun, I don't mind doing those. I just those aren't really interesting, but I would do them. The ones that really like the ones where I hit a roadblock where I'm like, nope, that's it, is when it tells me to beat the game without taking damage or without healing.
Yeah.
Or beat the game on the hardest difficulty. I'm like, I get it.
Get every character
I get
to
it, but like
99,
I want to achieve it just by playing the game, not by like doing it in a very specific way. Like that's the one where I hit a because that's what I was gonna do with Resident Evil. I was gonna do platinum, and then there was one where it's like beat the whole game without healing once. So I'm like, no shot, like absolutely not. Like nope, that's not gonna happen. So then it was just a point of like, well, crap. So
yeah,
I think that's more my issue, but. You know, I have so much respect for all those platinum hunters because dude, they put in work.
The people that like scroll through their feed and it's just like one after the other, 100%.
Like on the launch
and like
weekend,
pre-edition
they have
of it too. You know, so it's like someone will have like the PS4 Elden Ring platinumed, and then they'll have the PS5 platinum, and then they'll have the DLC platinum, and it's like, all right,
yeah. I think it's like 2 things for me is like
all 18 versions of The Last of Us Part 1 platinumed. You know what I mean?
I think I also just want to play so much, so it's hard to want to do that, and like I really have to love it. But I agree with you, like that's also something that like throws me off, and I'm just like, oh, dude, like that's like, do I want to do all that work and play that way? Like, I want to play the way that I want to. But also, like, I grew up a Nintendo baby. Like, I grew up Nintendo, and like you never had that. You never
Yeah,
had
that's true.
trophies and accomplishments and achievements.
We all grew up
like,
Nintendo babies.
Well, yeah,
I
but
did
like
not.
Okay,
Well, actually, I kind of did. Yeah, I kind of did.
compared to both of you, I'm well.
we're all
actually, you're older
Nintendo
than
babies.
me, Jordan.
Nintendo's older than all of us.
That's real.
That is a
We're all
fact.
Nintendo babies.
That is a fact.
We're all Nintendo babies.
All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get to our I guess main topic in terms of news. That's
Probably gonna be
happening
our
this
only
week.
topic.
Yep.
Just because John announced the thing, I'm not gonna. I was just gonna say the only other thing because I don't want to talk about Disney potentially buying Epic. I don't really care at this point. Like, which is fascinating, but like it's not gonna be good probably, and yeah. And then the Mario Galaxy movie just came out.
Yes.
Which I don't know if I guess I'll say how I'll say how I feel
go
because
for it.
I'm not gonna be here. So I love Mario. Mario has been with me since
I already know
for
where
a
this is
while.
going.
Mario was my no. Mario was my number one franchise for the longest time. He's still in my top 3. I love Mario. Anything that Mario does or comes out with, I'm usually, especially game-wise, I pretty much bought it almost every time. I did not really like the first movie. I didn't. There is just a lot that I didn't like, and I'm here to say this. So I went to go and watch the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and I was a lot more excited for this one because it's based off. I can't say that. I have to
Yes, you
save
can.
it.
We know. It's one of his favorite games of all time. There you go. It's one of his
Yes,
favorite games. Of all time.
It's one of them. And I was super excited, and I just told myself this time, I was like, let me go in with realistic expectations. Let me not do anything crazy. Let me just go in and be like, hey, just have fun with it. I went to watch it last night. I don't know what it is, but I really liked this movie over the first one. I think this second one, I don't care what anybody you go on the internet. This is why you make your own opinions, you form your own opinions, you go in with realistic expectations, and just don't put everything else on your brain and make that factor like how you feel, because I really enjoyed the movie. I'm going to be like dead serious with you, and I know this movie has a lot of issues. I've seen people and what they've said, and I somewhat agree, but for me, they didn't bother me as much as the first. I didn't think the comedy was unbearable in this one, which I've seen some people say, and I'm just like, I disagree, because my problem with the first one is they do it for like 20, 30 seconds and they keep trying to do it. I feel like if something didn't hit, they just kind of skipped on after a few seconds. It's like, okay, that's fine. But yes, the movie's very fast-paced, but nothing about it being fast-paced and, I'm not looking for a heavy plot-driven movie. I thought it was really fun. I had a blast. Like, I almost actually cried in the movie. For one specific reason. Seeing Star Fox. I love Fox McCloud. I love Star Fox, the franchise, and I almost cried when he appeared in the movie because they do a sick animation style when he appears that is so awesome. And I had a lot of highs in there. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I really liked it. And it makes me want to go and rewatch the first one to see if I feel the same way. Because, like I said, I did not like the first one. I really, really didn't like it. But I'm like the polar opposite on the second one. So,
Form your own opinion, I feel like, is a strong way to take that, Austin. Because I'm going to tell you what I've heard so far is nothing but cheeks. I've heard straight cheek. I've heard it's like trying to watch an episode of Coco Melon because it's so geared towards kids. It's not even funny.
No.
Just jump this, jump that, jump this, jump that. This happens now. This happens now. This happens now. That happens. Which and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that's wrong. There are tons of incredible movies that are like psychotic stuff going like all the time, and just always tons of pizzazz and flair and boom and this and quip and that and quap and quap and huge expansion and song, and there's always like some kind of thing going on to some movies that are really good like that. But yeah, forming your own opinion is definitely something to take with a grain of salt, because the first 18 hours I've heard of this movie being out, cheeks.
Well, it depends.
Based on just what I've heard so far. So
it depends, because critically it's rated very low. It's rated lower than the first one. But like, I've seen now that it's come out, a lot of people, it's half and half. There's a lot of people that really liked it. There's a lot of people that hate it, and there's a lot of people that are in the middle. But to me, from the people that I watch and I like, they went in being like, hey, we're not going to get any crazy plot. It's just going to be fun. And yes, we're going to jump from thing to thing to thing. But I know they're not going to try and build out a story that's supposed to sit there for 20, 30 minutes and be character development. Like, yes, there's decisions in here where it's like, that character should have been in here longer. That's ridiculous. Like, how is this other character that's not even a part of the franchise have more screen time than a character that's in the game that it's based on? Like, it's really weird, but...
Man, this is why I'm so glad we are starting Watch Your Way, because, like, I want to talk about this so bad, but like I also like want to save it for the podcast a lot. What I will say, what I will say is, I agree with Austin. Go in with your own perspective, like open mind, whatever. I'm not even gonna say like going with open mind. Go into the movie with the perspective of how you enjoy movies. However you enjoy movies, go in with that mindset. Right? Because depending on what you want out of it is how you are going to feel out of it, right? B, what I will say is critics really do not like this movie. Critics really do not like this movie. And as a viewer,
give it a 0 out of 10.
Yes. And
that's crazy.
And as a viewer, who I will just go ahead and say this, I really, really enjoyed the movie as well. It is very flawed. And I think, I'm not surprised why critics rated it as low as they did. Like, I'm really not. But at the same time, if you look at, we use Metacritic and OpenCritic. That's that's us gamers, like, big site, like, for reviews and stuff. In movie terms, it's Rotten Tomatoes. Like, Rotten Tomatoes is the main one. It's Rotten Tomatoes, like, in the 40s right now. Its audience score is in the 90s, which is the exact same as the first movie, where critics rated it low, nowhere near as low as Galaxy, but they still rated it low, and then audience absolutely loved it. And so that's kind of the same thing happening. I will agree with you, Jordan. For the first couple of days, I saw this movie getting crapped on. Like, it was getting demolished. Like, I heard, like, very little good things about it. But now, like, within these last 2 days, I've seen much more people be like, yeah, I actually really enjoy it. Like, I thought it was fun. What I will say, which kind of going into what we're probably going to talk about in the Watch Your Way podcast, this has been I'm saying this right now. Super Mario Galaxy movie was the best theater experience I've had since Spider-Man No Way Home. There was cheering throughout multiple moments, which I was not expecting. Like, I'm not just talking about me and my group of 11 friends that I went with. Like, the whole theater was cheering during multiple moments. And then at the very end, when credits hit, this is honestly something I haven't experienced in a long time. The whole theater applauded. There was clapping, there was cheering, like people loved this movie, at least in my theater that I went to, and it was a sold out theater. And so I think truly, if you are going to have fun, you are going to have fun. If you're going for a good movie, you're probably not going to find it, because it is a very deeply flawed movie. But being flawed doesn't mean it can't be fun. I mean, look at games, for example. The one I bring up all the time, Just Cause 4. What a garbage video game, but my God, do I have fun. My God, do I love it. So that's what I'll say. We'll get into more of, like, the plot and, like, certain characters and things, like, in the Watch Your Way podcast, which I'm very, very excited about. My one thing to you, Austin, this is still the biggest question. I really don't understand how you don't like the first one, especially if you do like the second one.
Because I think this may be a reason why. The second one has more things that I like. And
That's fair.
yes,
That's fair.
it's the now what I mean by that, and I'm just going to explain this really quick because I want to get to the main topic of the show. The first one has things that I like, but I don't like them enough to where
It's like,
like,
a bias
I don't-
kind of. It's like a bias.
like I love listen, I love Donkey Kong. I like Rainbow Road. I like a lot of the stuff that happens in that first movie, but I don't like it enough to where I'm okay with them like skipping over it within 2 minutes and like let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. I love Rosalina. She's my favorite like video game female character of all time. I love Star Fox. Yes, I know we didn't get a lot of time on them, but it doesn't matter to me because just getting spotlight on characters that I love is enough for me. And I don't need 20, 30-minute backstory, dialogues. Like, yes, I understand I'm a weird person. I work in very weird ways, but I didn't have an issue with it. Yes, I wish Rosa would have had more screen time, but I still loved what I got. I love Rosalina. Like, I wish, in general, she would be in just more things overall, which she has been.
Dude,
I was just happy to get what I got. Like, I enjoyed a lot of the references in there. I enjoyed a lot of just things that they did.
Dude, I'm
way more
telling
than
you.
the first one, which made the pacing not as bad. It didn't feel as unbearable as I felt the first one was. Because I wanted them to explore more on like a Donkey Kong and a Rainbow Road, and I also just felt like the first one just tried telling more of a story with like the parents of Mario and Luigi, and it was kind of just like a nothing burger to me. It's like they wanted me to care about his parents, and I didn't. So
interesting.
that didn't really help out for me. I don't even remember their names. So
I didn't even know that was the plot, and I just rewatched that movie.
well, no, because like you remember they start off in Brooklyn, and we see their parents, and like Mario
Yeah.
gets upset because his dad is like some on the lines of like, oh, you're not, you're not chasing your dreams or whatever.
I guess
you're
I
not
see what
being
you're saying. I
realistic
guess that's what
or
you're
something
saying.
like that.
No, I'm telling you, Austin will know this. There's one character that shows up in the final battle that was that was not spoiled.
They should have never spoiled
Yes,
Star Fox.
biggest mistake
That was
of-
the
oh my
worst
gosh.
decision ever.
Even the way they build it up in the movie, it's like they wanted it to be like the biggest surprise in the movie, and they announced it beforehand. Like it is the weirdest decision I'll never understand.
Yeah, it's a weird move.
But I will say it kind of was the right decision because it garnered so much hype like around Star Fox.
And
But-
we're getting a Star Fox game this year. I'll bet my soul on it. I'll
Yeah.
bet my life on it.
Okay, well, which is weird because like 5
I'm
days
that
ago he
confident.
just told me he doesn't think it's gonna happen, which is so weird.
It's a lot of stuff you might be losing. this year.
Bro keeps flip flopping around the place.
Listen,
don't
all right,
understand.
you can be skeptical.
You were the
I
one
saw
skeptical.
Yes, I know, and I'm saying anybody
Oh.
can be skeptical, but I saw this movie and it changed my mind. We're getting a Star Fox game. I'll bet my life and
Oh,
my
yeah.
soul on it.
Oh yeah, I agree. No, but there is a certain character that shows up in the final battle. Dude, I swear I saw popcorn flying in my theater. Like, dude, I kid you not, bro. Like, dude, it was so hype. Like, I legit jumped out of my seat. Like, I jumped out of my seat and I went over to my friend, like, high-fived him. Like, dude, it was so tough. Like, oh man, it was so great. It was so great, man. By the way, Bowser Jr. is my freaking goat, bro. I freaking love Bowser Jr.
I liked his role. I don't like his voice actor. I don't like who they
Who did Bowser Jr.?
I don't because
Benny Safdie.
Oh, yeah.
I
thought he did
Junior
great.
Does not when he's in the games he's like and like in the movie he's like I'm the destroyer of the universe. Like I think it's too deep.
And
I
Mario
don't
just
like
goes
it.
wahoo in the games. Like
Now
what-
Chris Pratt no, he should not be playing Mario. I think Chris Pratt.
Bowser just goes. "Rrr, rrr, rrr."
I think bro, hot take. No, it's not a hot take actually. Glenn Powell was amazing. That's like one of the best cast I've seen.
Oh yeah,
I think he
yeah.
played that role perfectly.
Yes, he did.
But also he wanted that. He
Yeah.
wanted that role. Like news came
Look,
out, he called them.
best voice actor, Donald Glover. Yoshi.
No, low key.
Crushed it.
Like, he actually killed it. And I have a friend who loves Yoshi. Dre's like, I'm not going to watch the movie because I hate, like, the voice. And I'm like, bro, he low-key killed it.
He
like,
did.
I'm not even kidding. I am genuinely impressed that, you know, Childish Gambino or Donald Glover, like,
See, you can't call him that
pull off a
anymore.
good Yoshi.
You can't call him that anymore. He doesn't want to go by that anymore. You can't call him that anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's
Oh.
putting Childish Gambino to rest. He's Donald Glover and nothing else.
Dang. Alrighty.
But yeah, anyway, go. I don't know. Go watch the movie if you want to. That's what I'll say.
And get
Actually, I haven't
ready
even
for the
seen
Mario.
the first one.
Here's what I will say. Since I've kind of already spoiled it a little bit, I will say Project Hail Mary is a freaking-tastic movie. Holy moly. Like,
And you,
I would put it up there with, like, Interstellar, bro. Like, that movie is amazing. Like, you feel like
I've heard good things.
you feel like a changed man after. Like, I legit sat there during credits debating my, like, life decisions, bro. I was like,
it won't be a
yo,
project anymore. You'll be actually hailing Mary.
dude, I felt like a changed man after. Dude, what a fantastic movie. We're gonna be talking about it more on Watch Away. Make sure you go tune in that. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get back to
All right.
Player Way here.
Main thing. The only
Here, I
thing
got
we
it
have
all
to talk
here.
about
I got it all
until
here if you want
Fantasy
me to-
Critic. Of course, because John's gonna. Oh, you know what? You announce it then. You got it.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, which is the best time of the year, baby. Xbox has announced their summer 2026 big showcase. Xbox Game Showcase 2026 confirmed for June 7th, immediately followed by Gears of War E-Day Direct. 3 bullet points, first look gameplay, and huge news on upcoming first and third party titles. Deep dive on Gears of War E-Day releasing 2026, and FanFest returns this year with a look back at the last 25 years alongside a forward view of what's next. Bro, here's what I'm gonna say before we even get into the event. I've said it multiple times, but every week they keep bolstering this statement that I've been saying. I like the energy Xbox has had these last couple months. I know we went through a really rough period and a lot of news that's a lot of scary and a lot of like question marks. But if I'm looking at just this last month and a half, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm an Xbox fan, they've given me a lot to be excited about. Or at least a lot to be somewhat optimistic about. Because they've been very aggressive. They've been very front on. Their communication has already been better than the rest of the generation. Because they're not letting leaks, rumors, controversy start it up. They're like, hey, you guys weren't even talking about Project Helix? Here it is. We'll be back next week to talk more about it. Hey, random partner preview in the middle of the week. No one expected it. Here it is. Hey, we're still 3 months out. Big showcase confirmed. Here it is. Like, and now it's just, instead of reacting to like things, they are starting the conversations, and that's what they should be doing. They should be getting out in front of social media, not just being a part of it, right? And so I really like that. I think having Gears headline their big showcase is the absolute correct move to do. I think I just think they're doing a lot of really good things. Will that all pay off? We don't know. Will the games be good? We don't know. Will they go back to we don't know. But like from just what I have to view on, like not theorizing future outcomes, not crapping on their past off of what I've been given the last month and a half, I have to say I've been really enjoying it. I've been really enjoying it, and that's all I can say, and that's all I have to go on. That being said, boy, I am ready. I am ready for this showcase. I'm gonna go and say I said it on X. I'm gonna say it again. I do genuinely believe this is one of them ones. This is going to be one of them ones. I think this is going to be an absolute banger showcase. Will it be better than their 2024 2024 one? The one where Doom started off?
Yes, it was.
Will it be better than that? I don't know. It'll be tough because that was a crazy showcase.
That's one of the greatest showcases of all time.
But I will say, I think this is going to be up there.
It's going to be up there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. There is so much that needs shown. There's so much that can be revealed. I mean, I've already seen some crazy rumors like Persona 6, which I think is very possible. I've seen Blade. Blade is finally. Blade's finally gonna get its
Blade needs to get
its
shown.
its gameplay. We need the release date of Fable. We need the release date of all these other games. We need to see games that we haven't seen in a while. Who knows what third-party things are going to come out? We know Game Pass is going to be a focus. Like, there's just a lot that can happen. A lot of exciting things that can happen. And so they're announcing this early, bro. Like it's crazy how early.
I mean, they've done this early, like, but this is one of the more early.
Yes.
I think I actually looked at a podcast and they said that this is either the earliest or the second.
I mean, they announced
early
it
that
in
they've done
March.
it.
They announced it in March. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like that's so unheard of when it comes to like event. Like the only other showcase that even comes close is like Summer Games Fest and Game Awards, but that's because like they have to. Like that's like a big like official committee thing. Like so they have to.
Yeah,
do that.
plus
But,
promoting and advertising.
But for me, what I look at that, why announce it so early? To get companies and studios on board, for the emails to be sent out, for the conversations to start happening, because what we've grown, regardless if you like the platform, regardless if you like their games, what we cannot deny is their showcases this generation have easily become the biggest and best showcases, like outside of the game awards. That is the showcase where they are going to have the big AAA bangers. That is the showcase where they are going to have those big Game Pass drops, those big updates for games we've been waiting for a long time. And so, look, this is just exciting, man. I know we can spend a little time theorizing. We'll do an actual predictions video podcast later when we get closer, when more rumors and leaks have maybe happened. But I don't know, just how are we feeling, boys? How are we feeling?
I'll let Jordan talk first, just because I feel like I've been yapping a lot. So
yeah, I want to hear from Prater.
I don't have as much to say about the
really?
Xbox. I think man, I don't know. I have a weird thing about this year. I don't know what it is this year about me and games. Like I just I don't feel as called to like the announcements and like the new stuff coming out like as I usually do. And I don't know if that's like my time away from my most recent job. That's just kind of got me in like other like moods or whatever. But the rumored stuff is pretty much the stuff that's got me most hyped for like what Xbox could bring. I definitely want to see Persona. I think would be the big one for me. And I want a Fable date. Those are probably two the big thing. Like Fable date's probably the one thing for me that's like, yeah, that I need. That I'm ready for. Like I want like that's the one thing that like but that's the thing too. Like that seems set. That seems like that's actually going to happen, or we're going to find out it's delayed again.
I don't think it's getting delayed.
I don't think it is, but you know what? Anything can happen, man.
I think this year is so important for Xbox. I think even if it's 90% complete, I think they'll still ship it. Cause like I think to them the 20, I think the 25th, I think this anniversary to them means like a lot. Like this is a big year for them, which has had me questioning. You know, you have such a good year, and it's like, what are you going to have next year? And I have my ideas of what comes out next year.
Oh,
to me,
they
sounds
have
like
games for next year.
It sounds like a great lineup when I think about it, which is stuff that I want to see at the show. I want to be excited for this year, but also prepare us to be excited for next year, because I'm expecting State of Decay 3, Blade, and like a Clockwork Revolution at this point. Like, those are three that I'm looking at for next year and beyond. And then like, who knows, we might get a surprise. Fallout needs something bad. We really need Fallout something after this show is popped off like crazy.
If they give us something Fallout, I don't know. I think that would cause some funny conversations if they announce a new Fallout.
It ain't gonna be a new Fallout, but
no, it'll be like a Fallout 3 remaster or remake, similar to like Oblivion.
Apparently both are rumored to.
They should do the first two, since they were like top down, like weird, and like nobody played them.
Mm-hmm.
They should storyfy, flesh those out a little bit. That'd be kind of cool.
No, I think like it's interesting because, as you know, I'm a diehard Xbox fan. I've been like my whole life. Like we kind of talked about it earlier. Like we're all kind of Nintendo babies. Yes, I grew up playing a Wii and the N64, but like my childhood console was the Xbox 360. That is the one I played the most. That is the one I got attached to the most. That's the one I started building a digital library on. That is like that is me. Look, we know you're old, Jordan. Okay. Golly.
I know I'm old too. Every time you say, yeah, my childhood was the 360, and I'm like, God, I was 17. Okay, anyway,
Listen,
sorry.
But anyway,
Love you guys.
Love you too, Jordan. Look, as a diehard Xbox fan, I cannot defend Xbox and their quality of output and their business decision making for the past generation. It's really hard for me to do that. It is. I can put up some arguments and I can praise where they need to be praised, but I have to criticize and I have to point out their weaknesses, which there is a lot of them. Okay, but I do think, regardless of all of that past negativity and apart from all of the uncertainty about their future, I do think they are in a good spot that they can do a lot with at their current moment, because they still have a lot of games that we've been waiting for a long time that are still coming. They have new leadership. They do have Game Pass, which if they just structure that correctly, it can be really, really effective. They have an ecosystem that is so broad. Like, there is so much there that if Asha and her team can really just dial in and get it to feel valuable and make it feel effective, I really do think that Xbox can be a really great place to play. In terms of the games, and that's what I'm going to focus on. I actually thought about this a little bit, and even though it is really weird for Phil and Sarah to just dip, like, automatically, especially, like, right now where, man, they're at their 25th anniversary. Like all their flagship games are about to ship. Like, why would they dip now? I kind of looked at it from the inverse of, rather than asking the question, why would they leave now? I'm looking at the question, why would someone new come in now? Right? And then I kind of piece that together. Well, I said it just a second ago. All of their flagship games and their 25th anniversary is happening this year. If you look at something like DC movie-wise, right? Their whole new universe has started to get set up. It took a little bit of time to get it going, but now it's officially come out. What has been James Gunn's big thing that he keeps promoting? We need to get our staples in here. Start off with Superman. Let's go to Supergirl. We have Batman coming out. We have Green Lanterns coming out. We have all these franchise characters, like these big, like, flagship characters. We need to get out there, lay out the foundation for what DC is, for the products we are going to be shipping, for our ecosystem, for our fans, right? I kind of am viewing it in that way of, like, if you are going to start off a new era of Xbox, if you are going to start with a new regime, new management, you're going to be pushing new strategies, new marketing deals, what's the best way to do that? You need your foundation, and your foundation are your 4 pillars, which I don't even know if I would consider Fable, but I think it is. You have Halo, Gears, Forza, and Fable. Those are your 4 OG Xbox pillars right there. If you can get those to ship and be received well, get them in the hands of players at a good value, then you look at next year and you're like, okay, now we got a little bit of weirder things. Let's throw State of Decay in there. Let's get Blade in there. Let's get Clockwork Revolution in there, right? Because now you've given your Xbox community, okay, we got Halo. We got Gears. We got Forza. We got Fable. These games were great. Hopefully, they were great. What's next? What's next is now the question. Then you start throwing in, like I just said, the Blade. Man, we've been asking for a Marvel IP for Xbox for years. Here it is. Bam, Blade. All right, Clockwork Revolution. It looks promising. Can it deliver? State of Decay 3, one of the highest played games of last generation. What can they do this generation? The problem is there have been such a lack of those flagship games, and there has been such a lack of, like, the Xbox community feeling connected to what their portfolio is, that if you were to say, like, hey, Clockwork Revolution coming out in October, it'd be like, okay, Hopefully it's good. I'll play it. But what about all these other games? Like you're telling me this is coming out before Fable? You're telling me that this is coming out before all these things that we've been waiting for years and years and years? Like, we haven't had a Gears since 2019. What are we doing? This is Xbox. No. This is the year. Your 4 pillars are back. Maybe some other games around there. You know, we got Kiln. We got maybe a remaster of something. Whatever. But you need to lay that foundation. And there's no better way to do a foundation than your 4 biggest Xbox quote-unquote IPs, right? I know Elder Scrolls is bigger than all 4 of those. I know like Call of Duty is bigger than all 4 of those, which by the way, we're also going to get a Call of Duty this year. And so that's how I'm viewing it, is like, yo, this is a chance. I'm not going to say this is a chance. This is a chance to jump off of a really sturdy platform being your OG Xbox platform and propel it into whatever the future may be. I don't know if it's going to be successful. I don't know what it means. But on paper, that is the opportunity that has presented itself for Asha and that team. And that's what I think that this showcase... Like, if you really... And that's also why I think this showcase is going to be a banger. If you really want to come out with a statement and set the record straight of why you should be a fan of Xbox, why Xbox has a bright future, there's no better time, no better place than the biggest show of the year. You show all 4 of your biggest flagship games. I know Forza will have already been out by then, but you have your biggest games. You have release dates for all those things. You show what's coming afterwards. You give us those 2027 games. Okay, we know Clockwork's coming 2027. We know State of Decay is coming 2027. Let us enjoy these big flagship Xbox games. Look forward to what's coming next year, and you repeat the process. That's how you do it. Can they do it? That's the question. Can they do it? Will they do it? That is the question. But they have the means to do it. All the pieces are there. They just don't do it. They just don't do it. Yeah. And so we just have to see.
They have the studios, too, to make it happen.
Absolutely. And so, like, as a diehard Xbox fan, like, you know, I'm excited. Am I confident? I don't know about that, but I'm excited, and I have hope. And so, you know,
I'm definitely interested in the energy, like we said a couple of times, and you mentioned again on this one. Like, they're doing a lot right now. Like, they're making their name known like every couple of 3 to 5 weeks or so. Like, they're doing something, they're saying something, they're doing an event, they're announcing something 2.5 months out. Like, they're definitely trying to make sure like people are like being like, hey,
yeah,
look,
we're Xbox.
Us?
Yeah,
remember us? Remember how cool we are?
Yeah,
we're green. A lot of you guys like green, right?
Yeah,
like it's they're hey, but if they're bringing it, like you said, can they bring it? And if they do, like if they bring what they're trying to bring, like, dude, yeah. Who knows? Yeah,
like there's so much potential, and I like bouncing off exactly what you said in terms of the energy. I think doing the whole return of in-person Xbox events, that is what you need, because guess what? You are now going to be the only company doing this, and that is a big plus. That is a big plus, because that is something us gamers like crave. Even though I'm not going to be going to any of these, or probably none of us are going to be going to any of these. It's like you're setting yourself apart. And you're showing that you still care, and you hear what the audience wants, right? Will it be good? Will it be everything everybody wants? Will it live up? Again, we'll just have to see. But I do, again, I like the energy. Like you said, I love the way you phrased it. It's like every week, every month, they are making Xbox known. They're not being like, yo, Microsoft is implementing this new feature into the next Forza game. No. They're being like, yo, Xbox is working on the next generation. This is what it entails. Xbox is having a partner preview. Xbox is hosting a showcase. Xbox is bringing back FanFest. That's what you need.
We have a future. You want to see it?
Exactly. Like yes, that is it. It's like, we are Xbox. Yeah. This is what we are doing on a weekly basis, and they're not letting the social media and the rumors and the smoke of the fire just start covering up, and then, oh, let's tweet about something real quick. That's not what they're doing. They're getting ahead. They're announcing what they have and why they are Xbox. I like that. We'll just have to see how it plays out. At the end of the day, fortunately, if it's right, it all comes down to the games, and it all leads to this showcase. So we'll just have to see, man.
I have a really good feeling about this year for Xbox though in terms of like the games. I just think the one thing that I hate and I really do hate about this is I feel like Xbox just really needs a game of the year contender. And I hate saying that because we could argue that they had a game of the year contender for 1 year. They had a game that low key was the highest rated that could have won game of the year. But unfortunately, how our media works and how everything is, I don't ever see a racing game ever winning game of the year or even getting
I would argue
nominated.
Hi-Fi was up there the 1 year too.
That was a stacked year though.
It
That
was.
was
It was a really
that was
tough
hard. It was up there, but it's like
I also
Oh, that's-
everybody forgets Psychonauts 2 was nominated for game of the year. Like,
yeah, and
I don't
and that's
understand
another
why.
Thing. That's the reason why I said that because everyone never says it's a Xbox exclusive. Because I don't know why. I don't know if it originally also came out first day on.
It did
the
come out on PlayStation. It did, yeah, it did.
So then that's why people end up saying because that game is also phenomenal. That game, but that was my year. Like Game Award.
I'd also add, even though like the majority of development was not under Xbox, Deathloop was also nominated for game of the year. But you know, whatever. No, I agree. Like, I do think they do need like that big game. Like they need that Wolverine. They need.
I hate saying that because me and you and this is just I've started to realize how I am. I know where the gaming industry is going. A lot of companies are just going to start committing to their big flagships. Yes, I would like if companies started taking some risk and we got some new IP, we got some new ideas. I'm more excited for a Clockwork Revolution over the big IPs that they have talked about. But who knows, maybe after this showcase, the more they show me, maybe I'm more hyped for those. I just like what I like, you know. It's not always to me it's like, hey, here's our biggest stuff and it's, you know, that's it. But I do think Xbox is at the point where they need that. They need one of their flagships to really hit. And like I said, I hate everyone that always is like, every game's got to be game of the year contender. But it's like that's what gets people talking. That's what gets people to want to go and play stuff. If everybody's talking about that game, everyone's going to fly to it. Everyone's going to, you know, just crowd around it. It's like, hey, I want in that crowd too. Like, I want to see what this is about.
Yeah, I think like, you know, they need a couple games. They need one that it's like
they need consistency.
They do, but I think they need games to fit different roles within the reception space. They need one that is like, oh man, like this game, this franchise just continues to deliver over and over again. Like, what a quality game, and it adds so much value to Game Pass. That game is Forza. That game is Forza.
Yeah.
They need a game that it comes out and it's like, oh man, they absolutely crushed it. They pushed boundaries. They're doing new things. They are, you know, like I'm so blown away by what I'm seeing visually on a gameplay level. That game is Fable. That is what Fable could be. But then they also need a game that brings the nostalgia back and that brings the hype around Xbox as a brand back, and that game is Gears. And so that is why I'm very excited that Gears is the post-direct, because this is also the very first post-showcase direct focused around a strictly single-player Xbox IP. Starfield was very much a Bethesda game, long in development before Xbox acquired them. Outer Worlds 2 is not really a classic Xbox IP. You know, it's a sequel to a game that did pretty well in 2018. Call of Duty obviously is not that whatsoever. This is like, I feel like this is the first post-showcase direct where it's like, let's focus on our big next Xbox game here. Like, bam, like this is it. And so I think Gears of War is that. I'm super high. I love Gears of War. I recently replayed the original trilogy, and oh man, I was watching the E-Day trailer not a couple days ago when they announced this, and oh my god, dude, it was so good. Like, E-Day has so much potential. I really hope they just nail it, dude. I really do. And so yeah, man, it's really exciting. There's so much that could happen at the showcase, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do a little quick.
There's also just a lot of stuff. Like we won't go into because we'll do a prediction video at some point. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of games that can be there, and I have like some off the top of my head that I have a good feeling like are gonna end up being there.
Yeah.
So it's funny you say like Persona 6 because like that's one of my least like because I know Sega likes Xbox. There's a big partnership between those two, but
I don't know, man. Golden's supposed to drop this year. They just put 5 Royale editions on PS Plus. Could be a big year for Persona, man.
And I know it's their. I don't remember what year anniversary it is. It's a big anniversary for Persona, but like
25th, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm not 100% there. It is the time.
It's either 4. It's either 4 or 6. One of them is gonna be there. Atlas is there every single freaking year, but
yeah, I definitely think 4 will be there. It's very weird because then also like I'll just throw one out there. We know we got a COD. Like
yes. Oh my god.
We've got a COD.
Dude,
like
so
I don't
many
expect that.
games
Another man, screw it. I'm just excited. I'm gonna throw it out there. We're gonna see Spyro 4. I'm calling.
Yeah,
it
I was
right
gonna.
now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, whatever Toys for Bob's working on is for sure gonna be there.
Yeah.
100%. All right, let's go ahead.
You know what? If we're wrong, we're wrong. It is what it is.
That's right. Let's go ahead. I'll just kind of do a quick little fantasy critic rundown. Not gonna try and spend too long on this. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, we do a little fantasy critic league. We started last year. We're doing it again this year. It's just us 3, so it's like Mexican standoff style. Basically, hang on, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So each of our teams can have 18 games. Basically, for those of you who don't know how Fantasy Critic works, we draft games that we think will score well in terms of their review score. Depending on their review score, determines how many points our team gets. So we have to try and draft the best team, which will have the best overall score when you combine them all. We drafted 6 to begin with each, and we basically have like $135 to work with to fill in the rest of our teams with games that we can bid for. And so we're going to kind of look at all 3 of our teams and how it is shaping up a quarter into the year. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead and do a little quick overview. Right now, in current first place is Jordan with 73 points. He has had 5 games be scored. And then he is expecting, as of right now, he's expecting 10 more, but he still has 3 slots left to be filled throughout the rest of the year. Austin is currently, I'm currently in second place with 20 points. I have only had 1 game release, and I am expecting 12 more. And then Austin's currently in third with 19. He's expecting 13 more. And then in terms of our budget right now, Jordan has $59 remaining. I have $64 remaining. And Austin has $61 remaining. So currently I have the most space left on my team and the most money. Jordan has the highest score. And yeah.
Can I ask why you spent so much money on the Ocarina of Time?
Because I thought one of you two would actually take a shot on that.
$60?
Jordan.
Here we
it's
go.
Ocarina of Time. The most highest rated game on Metacritic of all time. I would have thought one of you looked at it and would have been like, hey, especially John, because like you took a risk on Persona 4 Revival, which I don't think comes out this year. I think that comes out February, like they did Persona 3 Reload. And you went for 3D Mario. But I thought John would look at it and be like, hey, Judas may not come out. I thought he would take this one risk that's like, hey, this could really, really pay off right here. So I bet high because
I'm just saying, man. Like, you went from like your biggest thing was I've got the most money, so I've got the
You
most
did,
to play with. To one game took $58 of your budget, and now we're all like even square. I thought John did something with the budget or something that like made us more square, and then I looked through the history. And it's like, nope, you acquired Ocarina for $58. It's like, okay.
So real
Hey,
quick,
man.
let me just do a little quick rundown of each of our teams. All right, this is about to be a lot of games spit at y'all's face, so strap in, be ready. Okay.
I would say, I was gonna say maybe you should just tell them like but if they watch the video, they'd know our first 6 picks. But,
Actually, the best way to do it is for each of us to say our own games, so they can at least like
you know what?
correlate them
Yeah.
with a voice a little bit. So for my team, I have Control Resonant, Saros, Fable, Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight, Clockwork Revolution, Onimusha: Way of the Sword, Judas, Castlevania: Belmont's Curse, Kenna: Scars of Cosmora, Pokemon Pocopia, Gears of War E-Day, At Fate's End, and unannounced next mainline Star Fox game.
I took Resident Evil Requiem, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, Pragmata, The Dust Bloods, Neo 3, Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, Phantom Blade 0, Crimson Desert, 007 First Light, Monster Hunter Stories 3, GTA 6, Mouse PI for Hire, Persona 4 Revival. I did take the unannounced 3D platformer for Mario, and then I went ahead and picked up the Eternal Life of Goldman this week.
On my team, I'm last here. Forza Horizon 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Sea of Sorrow DLC, Trails in the Sky Second Chapter, Mixtape, Mugenics, Mina the Hollower, Vampire Crawlers, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, Densh Attack, Replaced, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, unannounced The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, and Orbitals.
All right. So, out of every game that has been scored so far, the highest scoring game is Pokemon Pocopia with 20 points, which is on my team.
I was tied, and then
He was tied a little bit. Well, and Resident Evil was tied as well. So Jordan's scored games right now, Resident Evil got him 19 points. Neo 3 got him 15 points. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined got him 13 points. Crimson Desert got him 9 points. And Monster Hunter Stories 3 got him 16 points. Wow, that's crazy.
Which Crimson Desert's been jumping between 10 and 9. Like,
Yeah,
off
I
and
know.
on, but it's probably stuck at 9 now, I guess.
And
Hey, real quick though, just side bit, Crimson Desert dev updates. Been doing
Going
a heck
crazy.
of a job making the game super
yeah,
fun to play.
I gotta give him credit.
Doing
Man.
a heck of a job doing some changes, making the game fun to play. I hate like how much I actually haven't played much of it since they've been doing all this stuff. I can't wait to kind of get back into it myself. But with my internet being finicky the last little bit, I wasn't able to do updates, so I wasn't able to play the game. So
Yeah.
And then Austin's one and only scored game is Mugenics at 19 points. And so, yeah, I guess we can kind of just go off whatever we want to talk about here. Yeah, I don't know.
I would like everybody to know that, yes, we are only, a
quarter.
few months into the year.
yeah, we're a quarter into the year.
But-
we just got started.
My thought of everything, and we actually had to extend the list.
Yes.
We
originally
wanted
were only
more
going to have 12
games.
games in total.
Yeah. But there's just so many games. There's just so many that are just, me and John thought about it, we're just not going to get picked up. So we decided to kind of like really go for it. And we just added a bunch more. So now we have a lot more to pick from.
Very important
Or
detail.
actually pick up, you know.
Very important detail I missed up. Just because I never uploaded the draft, so this is kind of our way to like kind of tell you everything we got. Jordan counterpicked Judas. I counterpicked the Dusk Bloods, and Austin counterpicked Onimusha: Way of the Sword. So basically, what a counterpick is when we did our draft, when we initially picked 6 games each for our team, we then had to pick 1 game from each person's team that we counterpick. A counterpick works in the sense of whatever that game's score is, you get negative that amount of points. Or if a game gets delayed or doesn't come out, meaning it's 0, you get 0, which in that case is good. You'd rather have a 0 rather than negative points. If a game scores bad, meaning they get negative points, you would actually get positive points. And so, yeah, those are the 3 games that we have counterpicked. So, yeah, just figured that'd be important information.
Yeah, I definitely have the worst counter pick, but I'll be honest, I wasn't given a lot of great options.
I don't know. I
That's
counterpicked
not
from software.
necessarily true.
That's kind of stupid.
Yeah. Also, Jordan, he's been trashing on Dust Bloods recently, outside of the podcast and on the last podcast.
Oh,
He's
I'm just
sitting
saying
there
it's
like,
not coming out, bro.
Being
I
like,
just said it's
being
not coming
like
out.
Dust Bloods, like
It
it's
might not
coming
be.
out. It's
Bro,
coming out.
I've had no evidence to say it's coming out, so I'm saying it's gonna get delayed.
It's true. It's been.
It was rumored to come out in the
quiet.
first half of the year. Oh, now it's rumored to come out the second half of the year with no trailer, no update, nothing. Next thing you know, it's delayed to 2020.
I don't
7.
remember nothing about no first half. Nah.
We live a podcast of you
2026.
saying, bro, it might come out in like May or something.
Well, who know? Well, I don't know. I'm just taking a guess on what I think. But
Hey, man.
but Nate the Hate also just said recently off his rumors that it's second half. So like originally I thought it'd be like maybe the first half, but I guess not.
Look, we'll have to see. But yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty good outside of I have Judas on my team and it's currently locked in because if you counterpick a game, that game is then locked onto your team, so you cannot drop it or you cannot trade it, do nothing with it. So I have Judas locked in on my team because Jordan counterpicked it, and I personally don't think that game is going to come out this year. I'm really worried about that. So that is like my big one worry. Outside of that, I'm feeling really good about my team. Pokemon Pocopia was like a last-minute snipe that, I mean, it's the highest rated game of the year so far, so really happy about that. I've gotten a lot of the games that I've wanted in terms of bidding. I got Castlevania, I got Kenna, I got At Fate's End, Gears E-Day. Star Fox, I was kind of just like in the moment. I just saw all the reports coming out. I'll be like, I'll bid $2 on it. I ended up getting it. I don't know if I'll keep it, depending how the game looks. We'll see. And then Clockwork Revolution, not confident that's coming out this year either, but it's not locked in, so I'll be able to drop that at some point, which is okay with me. But I'm feeling really like I think all my other games are gonna. I think all my games are gonna score pretty high. So I'm feeling really good about all that. And I have all my drops left. I have the most space left on our teams, and I have the most budget. So I'm feeling really good. I really wish Judas I played that card a little bit better. Jordan definitely got the upper hand on me there. He made the right choice locking that in because if
I just went defensive.
Yeah,
I just went defensive because my best bet was that it wasn't happening.
Yep.
You get a 0, but you can't clear the spot and get something else.
Yeah,
that's all.
Pretty much.
That was my only thing on it. That was my only.
Because if he didn't lock that in, I would have been able to drop it, and then I would be in a much better spot because then I'd be able to pick up something else, and so yeah, that's definitely 100% my biggest weakness right now. I'm not worried about any of my games scoring low or being delayed, really. Really just Judas and Clockwork I'll have to deal with, which Clockwork I can deal with. Judas I cannot. So, but who knows? Maybe it does come out this year. And oh man, if it does come out this year,
that's what I was saying. And I'm gonna say right now that game's gonna hit hard. That game is at 87 and above. I'm calling it.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it early. Wow. That's how it's my. Not right now. Just because this game has come up close this month is why it's not my number one. But it has been my number one for a while. That game is going to hit. I'm going to call it right now. That's a game of the year contender when it comes out. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I hope so.
If I'm wrong, but I'm on that BioShock high, man. I'm on that BioShock high.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be special.
I feel that. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I probably will not be picking anything up until close to these summer showcases, just because I'm in a really good spot, so I have no need to do all that. If anything, I might drop something. So we'll see. But anyway, yeah, one of you two can give your little breakdown how you're feeling. I will say
I like where I started. So yeah, like I say, it was an early year for me. A lot of my games were the first quarter. Almost half of them were the first quarter of the year, and they've all, like I said, apart from Crimson not hitting 80, like they've all gotten me a good, decent high to mid-teen score. So like I'm I'm stoked where they are, and honestly, with a couple of them that I've taken, even some of them that were like lower ranked, like I took Life of Goldman purely immediately after I played that demo and edited that video, I immediately went to our thing and bid on it to get it because I was like, you know what? Even if the game doesn't get like a 90, there's no way this game's not getting like 83, 84, 85 or something. Like purely off of just playing it, the like amount of dedication that you can just see in the animation style from the demo alone. The things that they're that they showcase on it with the design, the music, just everything about it for what it was like, that was going to get me like what it is. So I will say, Fantasy Critic is telling me to drop the unannounced 3D platformer.
Yeah, it is.
But it's saying that it's still treating it as me dropping a game that's going to release, so it's not like a conditional or whatever. So like I don't want to.
Yeah.
Until it gets like until it gets later.
Yeah, no, I would wait. Yeah, I would
just wait. Of it, but,
no, I definitely wait on that. It's just because of Nate the Hate, because he's very credible, which is why I spent $58, because to me, yes, that's a lot, but you know what? I don't regret it, because in my opinion, that I think is like that game is huge. That game is beloved by literally everybody. It's the highest rated game ever, and I just think. I just had to.
See, it's a weird one because like I would not have done what you did, but I don't blame you for doing what you did. Like it is a high risk, high reward
game on the website.
Yeah,
I'm not the only one.
Absolutely. So Jordan, I also, there is a setting that I put in, like this was a setting last year as well. I basically set a day in the year. I think it's like September 1st. If the game does not have a release date by September 1st, it will count it as not coming out this year.
Okay.
So, and I put it September 1st because usually September is like when like the like just immense amount of games start coming out. So it's like if you want a game that come out in September, October, but you want to drop your in this case Mario, like you would be able to, right? So so it is just best to just wait because maybe it is at the Nintendo event and gets a 2027 date. Therefore, bam, confirmed. Now you can drop it due to not coming out this year. Or if it just reaches September 1st, or I think it might be like August 31st or something like that, then you're, again, able to drop it due to it not coming out. Which, by the way, for all those you wondering, we do have, I think we have 3 drops each, right? Is it 3 or 4?
Yes.
I think it's 3.
Yes,
3 drops each.
It's 1 normal drop and 2 drops if they get delayed into the next year.
Yeah, so 2, if a game is confirmed not coming out this year, bam, we get a drop to 2 games. Or we have 1 just free drop, which means if it either isn't coming out this year or if it is coming out this year and we just don't want it anymore. We're just like, actually, I don't know how well it's going to do. I'd rather pick something different. We can drop it. But so yeah, 3 drops in total. So anything else you want to talk about, Jordan?
I don't think so.
Cool. So what I was going to say, in terms of bidding, my highest bid game was Castlevania Belmont's Curse. I did spend $55 on that. And I'm very happy with my purchase. I did bid I think maybe, I feel like it was like $8 on Kenna, maybe something like that. Every other game I've basically spent like $2 or less. Gears of War, At Fate's End, Unannounced Mainline, Star Fox game. So really just Castlevania and Kenna were my 2 big pickups. So all right, Austin, how you feeling? Austin's very passionate about all this, by the way.
Well, I unfortunately am competitive, which I don't mean to. It just kind of happens.
Sorry.
But I'm just trying to do better because I hate playing these games and losing because of myself, and not believing in myself because I'd rather lose and be do what I want than lose because I'm not confident. Because that's last year, I would say there was some decisions where I was like, and you could say I talked to John about this. I was a little upset with how I was playing because I was like, man, I don't care about Trails in the Sky second chapter. But I was like, first one scored really well, so it's like it makes sense. So I'm trying to get a balance. So when I looked at everything, I think it was last week because every Saturday at about 7 p.m. they you get draft what you want. And I was talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, I really just want to make this look like more of my list. I'm not just picking this stuff because it's from a big studio that I haven't played their game, but I know their first game is really good. So I picked up Tomodachi Life Living the Dream because I've heard a lot of people say that they're really liking it. I think a lot of people are going to appreciate this game more than the first one. They're actually going to pay attention to this one. I think it could be a sleeper hit. Zelda, of course, which like Zelda, and then Orbitals. I just every time I watch Orbitals, like the trailers they have, it just has me so excited. Just as a platform lover, as a haze-like game lover, like Haze-Light. I feel like anyone who makes that kind of genre now, I want to call them Haze-Light games because they're just so you can just see the inspiration by them, and I just get so excited for Orbitals. I just feel like I had to pick it. It's something I want to believe in. Funny enough, I love the art style. Every time I see a trailer from them, I always picture the song from Daft Punk, "One More Time." Just because that art style for the music video is so like that era of anime. So I like my team a lot. There are some that Replaced is my only, like, I think Replaced is going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be like a low 80. I'm expecting like a low 80s. I could even see it like a high 70s. That's like my only game that I'm really sitting there and I'm like, I'm not sure. It was something that I kind of bid for, but I didn't get rid of my bid. I was going to just because there was some other stuff that I wanted, but I may just keep Replaced on my team because who knows if it's a sleeper hit. And I feel like I can rock out with it. Like I think as long as it scores like maybe 10 or more, I think I'm pretty happy about it. And it's cool to like believe in this game that I hope is very successful for this team because they've been through a lot.
I did
Several
offer
years of delays
to trade him Star Fox for Replace.
See, and you know in my heart I'd love to, but I just can't because I took a risk with Zelda, and I don't know if I want to take another risk with like a game that. Now I know I know it's, but also who knows if it's gonna be good? What if it looks like Dookie? What if it Star Fox is weird. I don't know. It's not. I don't know if I'm confident enough in the history of the Star Fox games to.
Here's what I say. I think
you know?
you're gonna be pleasantly surprised with Replace score. That's my prediction. I think it's gonna be.
So?
I think it's gonna be like 84, like around there, like 84, 85. I think it's gonna be a really solid game.
Well, we'll have to see, man. I like a lot of my games.
Persona's 30th anniversary,
like,
by the way.
Here's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
I personally.
Oh dang.
I think if Plucky Squire can get an 84, I think Replace can get an 84.
No way it has an 84.
I'm gonna play that
Yes, it
game to
does.
see why you poop on that so bad because that
There's
seemed
no-
like it was a
No.
genuinely fun game.
I didn't- whoa.
Let me explain. Let me tell you why, just really quickly. The trailers made it feel like there was just you could do anything, and that was my issue is like they
Your
had
camera
so
fell
many.
down a little bit. Your
Oh my.
Yeah, it like tilted upwards a little bit.
Uh.
There you go. That's better.
There.
It's good.
But me and John were super excited for the game because it showed so many styles. My issue with the game was they stuck to the one style, which was like the flipping across the pages. And I feel like they didn't even it out enough, which really hurt the game for me because I wanted to spend more times in these other like gameplay styles, switching from 2D to 3D. And I feel like because they didn't do that, it just wasn't as fun. Like it was fun for that moment, but then it's like, dang, I really wish I could go back to that 3D style for a while and experience more things within that style. There's just a lot of decisions to me that were just like, this is cool, but I want it more fleshed out. I want,
I would say like, just because I gave it a 6 out of 10, and I have a lot of critiques, I wouldn't say I pooped on it, but like, because it is a fun game, and I love a lot of the concepts, and there are some moments that I genuinely had like a lot of fun with. I just think as an overall game, it's not one that I will necessarily praise. Or like not one that I'm like gonna go back to. Like if they announced the Plucky Squire 2, like I'd be into it. Like I'd be excited, Like I'd be like, oh, cool.
It may also be one of those things like me and John went in with pretty high expectations just because off the
Sure, we did,
trailers,
yeah.
and I think that also probably hurt our opinion a bit. So maybe you'll probably end up liking it way more than we did.
Anyway.
I would assume because
Now we just went on a complete Plucky Squire branch off
Yeah.
moment. I don't even. How did Plucky Squire even come in? Oh, because I said the score. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
if Plucky Squire can score like an 84 or something, do I think Replace can store it 84?
Mhm.
Because I also think a lot of the consensus around Replace is that it is going to majority of be like a visual feast, and it is going to be a like just a really unique take on like side scrolling and 2D platforming, and so we'll see how it plays off.
I like a lot of my game. I don't even know what's gonna be my lowest at this point. I really just like a lot of my games. Like looking at it, like I think they're gonna come out well. I think they're gonna score well. And I've always been wrong before. Who knows? Maybe Orbital's the game that I've looked at that I've been excited for. Who knows? Maybe that game is buns. I don't know.
I would say
Time will tell more than any.
I would say for you, Jordan, I honestly think your lowest scoring game will end up being Crimson Desert right now.
Yeah.
As of right now, I do think that'll probably be your lowest scoring game.
That's another reason I went for Zelda that high, because I needed Zelda. Because when I look at Jordan, okay, and I know I shouldn't always look at Jordan, because John, I'm telling the people out here, John is a slithery snake, bro. This guy will always find a way to slither his way back up to the front,
Love me some
even when
You
he's
ain't gotta tell
behind,
me.
bro.
You ain't gotta tell me nothing.
This guy has
Austin.
been
This
like,
guy,
you
this guy, me and him went 1 and 2 in 2 different kinds of fantasy leagues last year.
He hates
So-
me, bro. I'm the torment of his life.
I took silver to that man twice
In 1 year.
twice last year. So yeah, no, you ain't gotta tell me nothing about
I'm the big baddie here, bro.
looking at John and seeing what comes
It's all right.
up.
Y'all are gonna lose the Lego Batman. It's okay, bro. I get it. It's tough.
in
I might.
Tough world.
I might.
that game's performance is dookie. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Hey Jordan, it could be worse, bro. You could have gotten last to the person who counterpicked Expedition 33 and GTA 6 didn't come out.
Yeah.
So. But unfortunately,
Oh.
now that I know the rules, I probably shouldn't have just tried to guess RE9 and Mario. Like, that was my biggest downfall, was getting 2 games that just instantly had to get dropped. So that didn't help. So that's why I just picked anything that at least had a release date, because I'm like, I just don't think it's worth unless you're like very, very confident. I just don't want to get last. And I want to start believing in more things, because when I did last year, I picked up a Silent Hill F. I remember nobody wanted to pick it up, and I just was like, I believe in this game. I'm gonna just straight up just go for it, and it did me very well. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm playing the same way I did last year. Like, I'm just going with my heart. Like, I'm just going with the games I'm really, really excited for, the ones I think look good, and
Yeah.
kind of just rolling with it. And that's kind of what I'm doing. Unfortunately, I went a little bit too much with my heart and played Clockwork and Judas.
God, dude. Oh, I need it.
Like,
E-Day is gonna
every-
be really good.
like-
I think E-Day is gonna be really good. And the 1 week you bet for, oh God, it was right there. I'd been thinking about it for weeks, bro. Weeks, and I was like, it's right here. No one's gonna do it. This guy just does it. I'm like, that's gonna hurt me. I
Like-
actually think that's gonna be one I'm gonna be like, I really wish I picked that up.
Like, I look at my team, and I'm excited for every single one of these games. And I think if every single one of these games come out, I think scores like honestly at least low 80s. And with a lot of upside. I think Fable could easily be like come out and be like easily one of the best games of the year. Gears of War could easily come out and be one of the best games. I think At Fate's End could be a sleeper indie game. Castlevania, of course, can come out and be one of the best games of the year. Lego Batman's gonna be like super solid. Sorrow's Controller is gonna be banger. Like, so I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty high. I just really wish I didn't pick Judas. Literally, if I didn't pick Judas, bro, I'm sitting nice right now. Like, I'm sitting so nice. But Jordan got me on that one, bro. I hate to say it.
And that's another reason I picked up Zelda, because my thing is Jordan, when I look at his list, even though he counterpicked a Judas, which could be a 0, he's got GTA 6. He's got that's like a Persona 4 Revival. These are games that can score real high. And it's like I've got to start putting up numbers that can get there too. Like I've got to start really pushing for those numbers that can get up there. Because if he gets a 0 on counterpick, and then also let's say GTA 6 really does like score that well, it's like, man, my 80s just aren't gonna cut it. Like it's not.
Yeah, I think in fantasy critic, like you're looking for those decisions, those snipes that are gonna like by the end of the year, you're gonna look back and be like, man, that was a game changer for me. For me, that was Pokemon Pocopia. Like there was no like it was a literally last second thing, and it's now the highest scoring game. So like I'm gonna look back and be like, bro, if I wouldn't have gotten that Pocopia, like we might be having a whole different kind of conversation right now, you know? So it's like
it's insane how we might have a Pokemon game in the Game of the Year contender slot.
It is
at the Game Awards.
It will be. No, I don't know. I hope so.
See, we'll see.
I think if it's still being talked about by that time, I think it might be. But
I think the story of it just alone, like, I mean, it's Pokemon, but also like this to me is like how I feel like maybe like I don't know. It doesn't even feel like a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 thing to me. Like I just feel like this game alone.
It's like a Stray or Black Myth Wukong kind of.
Yeah, like it's played early in the year, but it's like it was so popular and like so good.
It's like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. Like
yeah.
Animal Crossing was nominated
the year it came out.
All right, that's going to do it. We do have another podcast to record, so we're going to end this one here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Man, we appreciate you guys so much. If you're not already, subscribe, comment. What's going on your week of gaming? Let us know how we can improve, all that stuff. We will be back with Play Our Way, as well as make sure you go check out the Watch Your Way podcast, which is starting this week, as well as go check out all our other content, including Jordan's demo video on Eternal Life Goldman demo on his channel. Yeah, appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
See you guys.